Hey guys, welcome back to Crazy Gamer Games and Model Making. In my last video, I talked about how I'm switching over to do this tank model. Actually, it's a German recovery vehicle, the Bergepanther. Sure, I'm pronouncing that wrong. Ausf D. Sure, that's version 4, maybe. I'm still learning about these. It's on a Panzer 5 chassis. So it's basically recover tanks and pull engines and things like that. It's got a winch on it, got a machine gun. But I've already started to build and got some stuff done. So I just want to show you where I'm at. Um, I've I've built this whole section here. I built up the whole transmission, and then before I did any of this, I put the torsion bars in. I painted the inside of this hull, and I painted each one of these sidewalls off, and then I painted. Unfortunately, I glued the transmission in before I painted the red oxide primer color, so I had to spray the whole thing, and then I had to repaint this by hand with the German gray. And then I painted the torsion bars individually with flat black, to me a flat black, and then I put one side on, but before I put one side on, instead of this step here where I attached all the torsion bars, I made sure they were all going the right way, and I slid them in first, and then I glued one side on, and then I'm able to use a pair of tweezers and push the torsion bars in where they go. And then I did the same thing for the other side and glued it on. The Tamiya glue does go through the paint, but I found that I had a difficulty on one side, so on this other side I ended up scraping all the paint off. Why the paint was drying and I had to wait for some primer. The red oxide primer, I didn't have the right red, so I got some Vallejo surface primer. While I was waiting for that, I went ahead and I built up the engine, and I weathered the cover there. It's painted like a cream, and then I used some actual Games Workshop Citadel Agrath Earthshade to kind of dirty it up a little bit, and I'm gonna pick out a few things on this German gray engine, but you know that's gonna hop into the back right there. A lot of little pieces on that engine, 100, I would say about 100 pieces, but I had to jump ahead to step 18 to build the whole engine, which is nice because it was mostly on the end sprue. So that was nice. So I did all the engine, and then I stopped there. And then now, after I have this glued up, I'm going to put my torsion bars in today. And then I'm going to put this part in here. Normally you'd put this part in first, but I was having difficulties getting it lined up, and plus it needs to be painted. So I ended up, I just filed a little bit off of each end here. So now I can slip it in there and rotate it and put it in without, you know, damaging the hull that I've already glued together. That was an easier option than trying to fiddle it in while I was gluing the pieces together, because I had to have clamps and all kinds of stuff across it. And then next we're going to get to, you know, putting the torsion bars in, using the jig to line up the torsion bars, and then the fantastic amount of road wheels. You know, A1 and A5, 8 of those, and then A2 and A3 for that side, 8 of those. 16 road wheels. So, and that's where I'm at from there. So, that's that. I'll show you. I'm trying to stick to the paint scheme that's in the book as much as possible. I mispainted some stuff here I'm going to fix today, hopefully. But I'm going to try to stick to the scheme as much as possible. I'll show you what it looks like done, if I can find the picture. Yeah, here's what it looks like. And I'm going to try to make it so I can leave the cover off and not attach the engine, because if I paint a lot of detail on the engine, I might want to have the engine come out. So, you know, it comes with a winch. See, it comes with like one of these winch things, so I'm thinking I might hang the engine from it like it's fixing itself. Or I actually received this kit also. So I might have this kit fixing this one. I'm not sure. Because this is my first model with a full interior. And I'm learning. I'm having some difficulties, but I'm learning from my mistakes and what to paint and when to paint it. So, but that's the update on this Bergepanther version 4. I have a version A. I also I'm looking to get some reference material on King Tigers and even some on Panthers. So I actually have a King Tiger build I want to do from Takom, one with a Porsche turret. So that's going to be interesting. I also have one with a Henschel turret. They have the full interior. They're also by Takom. Sprue Brothers Models sent me a few of these full interiors. So I appreciate that, and I'm going to do some builds for them, promote the product. So that's it for this video. For Crazy Gamers Games and Model Making, have a great day.